Welcome back, fellow astrologer. And today we're going to talk about what are cusp signs. Now, I know this is a little bit unusual format from what we usually do, but I want to do a little sum up on signs in general and touch on cusp signs because not everybody really gets into very much detail. I'm not planning on getting into huge detail, but I want to touch on it so people can be conscientious and think about things when they have cusp signs or when they're thinking about other kind of planets or things that are happening with cusp signs. So let's take a reading. Cusp signs refer to individuals born near the transition between two zodiac signs, typically within the last or first couple of degrees of a sign, i.e. someone born on March 20th or 21st on the cusp of Pisces and Aries. Though popular astrology sometimes labels these people as hybrids, traditional astrology holds that you are always one side based on the exact degree of the sun. However, cusp-born individuals often resonate with qualities from both signs due to planetary positions, nearby, or other chart factors. Cusp interpretations invite nuance. Rather than being both signs, cusp-born people may be deeply affected by energy shifts in the chart, creating a blend of themes that feel traditional, unique, and multi-layered. These transitions often carry heightened sensitivity to change and can amplify certain personality complexities that aren't found in someone born fully within a sign's range. Many astrologers observe that cusp-born individuals feel the trait of their neighboring signs either in how they express themselves or how others perceive them. So one thing to always consider when you're looking at anybody who's got a cusp sign, and not just the sun sign, but any planet, because when we get into the next series, when we get the D series, we're going to talk about all the different planets, luminaries, and points of interests, and each one of them have a little different area of how they affect your life when they're in different signs. So when they're cuspy, they can be a little bit of a blend of something. And that's something we want to touch on right now before we move into those planets. So here's a list of all the signs and their cusps. I'm not going to read each one of them off to you, but as you can see, every month there's some little cusp that corresponds to one of these signs. And it's good to take some time and look at what both of them mean. This is just for sun signs. This doesn't mean necessarily if your moon sign or your Venus sign or your Jupiter sign. It's going to be dependent on the actual day you're born because those planets flow in different patterns. So let's go ahead and read down here at the bottom where it says, these cusp windows offer a fascinating bridge between signs and often represent moments of deep personal transformation, reflection, or emergence. Individuals born on the cusp may wish to look at both their sun degree and surrounding planet placements for a fuller understanding of their chart. Okay, I think that pretty much covers it for cusp signs, which is something we want to touch on right here at the end of the C series with C13. Stay tuned for the next series where we're going to get into all the planets so you can see how they're totally different than just looking at your sun sign. We're getting into the full meat of what it is to look at a basic birth chart. We hope you have enjoyed this video from our Astrology Keyring series. If you like the content, please like, follow, and share with your friends. Thank you for watching and have a blessed journey.